Hello there. This is Pastor Jeff, and this is our daily lectionary readings for Thursday, March 9th, 2023. Our psalm reading is Psalm 95. Our Old Testament reading is Exodus chapter 16, verses 1 through 8. And then our New Testament reading comes from the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verses 15 through 23. Today we're going to be reading out of the New Revised Standard Version, the updated edition, and with it being Thursday, we are now looking ahead to what's going to be happening on Sunday. O come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God, and a great King above all gods. In his hands are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountain are also his. The sea is his, for he made it, and the dry land which his hands have formed. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Oh, that today you would listen to his voice. Do not harden your hearts at the Meribah, as of a day at Massah in the wilderness, when your ancestors tested me and put me to the proof, though they thought they had seen my work. For 40 years I loathed that generation and said, they are a people whose heart goes astray, and they do not regard my ways. Therefore, in my anger, I swore, they shall not enter my rest. Our Old Testament reading comes from Exodus 16, 1 through 8. The whole congregation of the Israelites set out from Elim and came out to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month, after they had departed from the land of Egypt. The whole congregation of the Israelites complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. The Israelites said to them, if only we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat and ate our fill of bread. For you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Then the Lord said to Moses, I'm going to rain bread from heaven for you. And each day the people shall go out and gather enough for that day. And that way I will test them, whether they will follow my instructions or not. On the 6th day, when they prepare what they bring in, it will be twice as much as they gather on the other days. So Moses and Aaron said to all the Israelites, in the evening you shall know that it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your complaining against the Lord. For what are we, that you complain against us? And Moses said, when the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and your fill of bread in the morning, because the Lord has heard the complaining that you utter against us, what are we? Your complaining is not against us, but against the Lord. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verses 15 through 23. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For in him all things in heaven and on earth were created, things visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or powers, all things have been created through him and for him. He himself is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, so that he might come to have first place in everything. For in him all fullness of God was pleased to dwell. And through him God was pleased to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, by making peace through the blood of his cross. And you, who were once estranged and hostile in mind, doing evil deeds, he now has been reconciled in his fleshly body through death, so as to present you holy and blameless and unapproachable before him, provided that you continue securely established and steadfast in the faith, without shifting from the hope promised by the gospel that you heard, which has been proclaimed to every creature under heaven. I, Paul, became a minister of the gospel. And here ends our readings for the day.